be sure you properly vet what you read and what you see, particularly if you're just glossing over headlines of articles or videos. So I'm going to talk about XRP. If you've been following my channel, you know I have a playlist dedicated to XRP. I've got multiple videos. One, and I'll put it up here, and I'll have it in the description below, goes into great detail about XRP and Ripple, how they're related, what they do, etc. So if you want to learn all about it, watch that video. I did a second one where I put out the hypothesis that all things being equal, if XRP was just used to be cross-border payment transfers, that eventually it would just operate as a stable coin and just be stuck at a flat price because people don't want to lose money. And if they gain money, they would just keep doing transfers when they transfer. Might sound complicated. A link below to that video as well. So I've got multiple videos, but what started me on this XRP kick, and I always have to say, big dumb animal, don't do what I do. That's my disclaimer. However, I own a little XRP, and I have because before I did any real research into it, I just kind of FOMO'd into it and bought some because other people bought it probably a year or two ago. Okay. But then I started seeing articles that I didn't like, meaning people were saying things that didn't look to be proper, and they were throwing out predictions, and they were all over the place. And when I say didn't look to be proper, XRP is a cryptocurrency. Ripple is a private company. Ripple has stock. When you buy XRP, you are not getting a part of Ripple, and Ripple can operate without ever using XRP just fine. Those two things are immensely important to understand. You got to know what you own. So we're going to talk about a recent Elon Musk talking about XRP and why I thought that was ridiculous. Then an article where it appears that they might just be lying. But first, we're going to get into some new price predictions. And then lastly, we'll talk about the fact that now there's starting to be some negative articles coming out. So I put on the exact same shirt I wore in the first prediction video. I thought I'd just throw in a little continuity. You're welcome. And I'll throw up those prices here. And now let's get to the new prices, what articles have come out. This one came out with interesting. Look at the title. This is important. Please follow me on these because you can apply this kind of, reading through something to make sure you understand what they're saying, knowing what you own, but apply it to any cryptocurrency because if we go into a bull market and things start taking off, you never know what people are going to write or put out there. This says crypto exchange unveils XRP price prediction for 2025 to 2030. When will XRP hit 525? Okay, and that's in this first little paragraph here. But then it gets into this Wallet IQ. So this is a PR firm, and they're promoting this Wallet IQ. And they wanted to get you to read it, so they threw an XRP headline. But at the very bottom, they do talk about XRP. They say that this Changeley said that it would go somewhere around 2025, 65 cents, 2026, $1.23. They don't mention 525 again, other than to say there's a journey towards 525. Just did some quick research, found the original article on the Changeley blog. Here it is. And yes, if you scroll down, they give predictions for year. And by the year 2050, the Changeley blog does indeed say $525 could be the maximum price, a potential prediction. You can read this. I'm going to put links to these below. So let's throw them up on the chart with a prediction of 525. Why am I doing this? Because at the end of this bull market, I want us to all look back and say, oh, this person was right, or that one was right, or none of them were right, whatever the case may be. Let's actually hold some of these people accountable. All right, the next one was an article about the price being $100 or $500 or $1,000, the price of XRP, that is. And just by the way, if you Google search that title, you'll notice there are actually multiple articles coming out at the exact same time under that title, which leads you to believe that there's an effort to put out information with the same titles at the same time. If you don't believe me, watch the first video like this, which I'll have in the links below, because it was a little ridiculous how many of them are putting out the same info. Now, if you scroll down through here, it talks about XRP being 93 cents to recapture the 2023 top. Then they come down and they talk about We're going to add this person here. Two of them. One is Levi Reitveld, which I think puts out quite a bit of XRP content. Good stuff, actually. They say he predicted last month that it could rally to $100 with a caveat if Bitcoin reaches the 1.5 million target. So he's basically saying if the market grows to a certain level, then he thinks XRP could reach $100. Well, at $100, I believe that's a $6 trillion market cap, assuming 60 billion XRP. So $100 XRP would be a $6 trillion market cap. That's huge. At the moment I'm taping this, which is October 22nd, I believe Bitcoin is only at 1.2 trillion. Anyway, then we've got here, it says in June, Eduardo Farina, XRP Healthcare's head of social adoption, argued that a $500 price could be a bargain for XRP in the next 5 years, which would put us to 2029 that $500 would be a bargain. So we're going to throw up these two individuals, particularly Eduardo Farina, for a $500 price, which would be, I did the math earlier, a $30 trillion market cap. Wow. Really? And then, of course, if you went to $1,000, it would be a $60 trillion market cap. Now, they go down here and they talk about the fact that the 100, 500, and 1,000, they got these and threw them into two different AIs, Grok AI and I believe Open AI or Chat GPT. So I went into Chat GPT myself and said, what do you think of 100, 500, 1,000? Conclusion was 100 could happen in the long term, especially with mass adoption, favorable legal outcomes. 500, 1,000 seems unrealistic. Okay, no kidding. $60 trillion seems unrealistic to me as well. All right, the next prediction, this one, a lot of these seem to be on the same blog, but the analyst predicts number of days for XRP breakout, sets a $7.50 price target. This was eGrag, which I think I already have a prediction from in a different article, but we're going to add him as well. According to eGrag, XRP has a maximum of 70 days before it reaches a final point of convergence in these various triangles. Has some actually very excellent technical analysis. However, breakout could occur much sooner, with the analysts predicting it may happen in the next 15 to 30 days. And they've got him down here saying the analyst believes that if the bullish momentum sustains itself, XRP could eventually reach the 750 level. We're going to put him down as 750. Now, watch real quick this Elon Musk clip. It's short, but this is interesting because multiple articles as well as videos were talking about how Elon Musk is talking about XRP. What's going to do the price of XRP? XRP is going to go to the moon. Elon Musk talked about it. Oh my gosh. And that information for that day was all over the place. So watch this clip.
Given how punitive the SEC has been towards crypto under this administration, do you envision the XRP ledger being incorporated into the financial institutions in the future?
Well, I certainly cannot speak to any specific crypto, but you know, I do think that the sort of cryptocurrency is an interesting and probably valuable bulwark against a centralized control. So, you know, this is definitely not an endorsement or lack of endorsement for XRP. But I do think crypto, by its very nature, it helps with individual freedom.
Okay, now if you notice in that clip, someone asked him a question about XRP. He, Elon, did not bring up XRP. Someone asked him about it, okay? And then he said, I'm not going to endorse it, and I'm not going to not endorse it. I just want to be completely neutral. And then he goes on to answer the question and says nothing about XRP. So that was ridiculous for all these people to put out this information, making individuals believe if they didn't read the story or watch the clip. And that's my point about this video. Please read. Don't just look at headlines. Know what they're talking about. Understand it, because sometimes we'll try to make it look all rosy when nothing happened. Elon did not talk about XRP. Someone asked him about it, and then he didn't even discuss it. Okay. But then check out this article, which kind of drives me a little bonkers. It's the title, really. Ripple Swell Begins. Okay, so Ripple Swell is an event, and this was held, I believe, last week in Miami. XRP XRP, read it, to be adopted by big global banks. BS. Let's scroll down and see where in the article it talks about XRP being adopted by big global banks. Sorry to get loud. I just get ticked off when they do this kind of stuff. They talk about the event. They talk about who's going to be at the event. It's in Miami. Isn't that great? Blah, blah, blah. Then they say, meanwhile, and here's the one of the tweets, Ripple launches a crypto storage service, which you may have seen, called Ripple Custody for banks in a bid to diversify so that they can hold crypto assets in Ripple custody for big banks. Okay, so they have Ripple, the company, has a new product called Ripple Custody. And big banks can use Ripple Custody. What'd the headline say? XRP to be adopted by big global banks. That is not what the article said. That's not what the article said at all. Matter of fact, they don't talk about big global banks using XRP at all. Now, might they use XRP to pay for some of these services? I don't know. For some of the transactions, maybe. But this is not an article about XRP being adopted. So if you just read the title of this article, this individual, the way they wrote the title, it's not well written, because that is not what they discussed in the article. Okay. Lastly, just wanted to point out two things. This is the CTO of Ripple, and he had put out a tweet. Someone else tweeted back. His tweet was interesting. He said, last I checked, $1 million worth of Ripple still costs $1 million. So making $1 million payment with XRP will cost at least $1 million. He's basically saying it doesn't matter if XRP is 50 cents or $1 or $1,000. You're going to buy the amount of XRP you need to transfer $1 million, regardless of the price. He's absolutely right. But also, what is he saying? He's laying the groundwork, in my opinion, for the hypothesis I had, which was basically that at some point, XRP is just going to be a stable coin. And he's also saying he doesn't care what the price is. Ripple doesn't care what the price is. Who cares what the price is? Well, you do if you're an investor, because you may have bought this years ago going, yeah, I care what the price is. I want it to go up. And he's saying, don't worry about it. The price can really just stay where it is. People just buy. If it's 50 cents and you got to send $1 million, well, you're going to buy 2 million XRP coins. Who cares what the price is? Someone said something about it, and he said, he talked about payments and basically said XRP is not being used for payments, but no other crypto is being used either. Okay, to me, that's just setting up we never said XRP was going to go up. Why are you looking at us? We didn't say XRP was going to go up. We just do cross-payment border payment system, and we happen to use XRP sometimes. Not on us. And then here I just want to point out an article. Will XRP price go down to 0? And they talk about the price, and it goes into detail. So, again, read the article titles, watch the videos, know what you own, and be careful, because people are putting out all kinds of information that may or may not be right, or may be there to try to get you to buy. And if the market starts taking off, remember, somebody has to sell to somebody in order to sell. So you don't want to be the one holding a bag, especially if it's something that ends up not going up. So just be careful with these articles. Have a great day. Hope this is helpful. Let's all make generational wealth together with crypto.